Dave, is this the first fight with you where there's a personal aspect to it?
Yeah, because there's a big title on the line. So it's not that the fight's not personal in itself, but it's one of them fights where it's a big stepping stone in both our careers.
So he's just Fabio Wardley. It could be Joe Smith, John Smith, Bill Patterson.
Yeah.
It just happens to be Fabio Wardley.
It just happens to be Fabio Wardley. There's nothing personal towards him. It's just him.
But you have had some run-ins, some confrontations. You've had lots of stuff online. You've got together. So has that changed that slightly, and is that new to you?
Yeah, it's new to me, most definitely. I've never been in a fight this magnitude. Neither has he. But in terms of the fight, it hasn't really changed my training or anything like that. I always push myself when I'm training. But in terms of the build-up, it's changed that.
And have you enjoyed that?
Yeah.
That change, that edge?
Yeah, I'm soaking it all up. It's something new, something different. I like it. I used to watch boxing as a kid, so when you see all of these things, it's kind of surreal when you're living in it yourself.
But when you step away from that, are you instantly calm? Are you that kind of character that what's going on there, that's nothing. I just step over here, I'm back to being David.
Yeah, like literally. Them situations happen, and then that's 5 minutes later, I'm literally, messing around with my friends or, just doing what I normally do. It's just another day in the office, basically. It's just nothing new.
Because you've been in harder places than the ring. And
Most
you've been
definitely.
in harder, battles than you've been in the ring in your past, haven't you?
Yeah, most definitely. I've been in way tougher situations. Fighting in the ring is just a fun part. When me against another man, both have 2 arms. We're both trading leather. Yeah, it's not really a problem for me.
And do you sense that calmness come over you, Dave? Do you get that when you got to the ring, and certainly when you were face to face, head to head with Fabio a couple of times? Have you sensed that, like a calm almost?
Yeah, I just don't really they say a lot of fighters get nervous. I'm not really the fighter that gets nervous. I just kind of go out there and showcase my skills. That's what I think about more the time. It's not really about nerves. It doesn't really scare me. I'm just a calm, cool.
What about a bit of edge? Because nerves and edge, whatever you call it, doesn't mean you're scared.
You do get a bit of edge. Anyone says they don't, it's lying. Especially when you want to perform. You can ask one of the top singers in the world when they're going out to perform, they're going to get
deep breaths
because they want to perform. So I get that sort of edge where I feel like I need to perform. I want to showcase my skills here, and I want the people at home watching me to see the sort of fighter I am.
So when you've been in Saudi here, has that edge increased a little bit? Is your body saying this is different what's coming up, or are you just saying it's another night in the office?
It's just another night in the office. A tougher opponent, a more game opponent, but nothing I haven't dealt with before. I've been in the ring with many, many fighters. I've been in these sort of situations in the amateurs when I'm fighting another top amateur, and people are thinking, who's going to win, Adeleye or him? And we're both top of the bill. Everyone's waiting until the end to see how the fight's going to turn out with the super heavyweights. So
fighting
it's
for nothing.
Right?
Fighting for nothing.
Just fighting for the love of the sport. So I kind of know how to deal with myself. I kind of know how to deal with it. Like Conor McGregor said, everyone gets nervous. It's just certain people know how to deal with their nerves a bit better than others.
It's like big fight temperament.
Exactly.
You'd say that you're gonna, you're going to be fine. You're going to be in that dressing room, in that hut. You know what's coming. It's
I know what's
massive
coming.
Night, but you're going to be walking out there. If you lift your fingers up, they're not going to be shaking.
They're not going to be shaking. I know what's coming. I know I'm going to go out there and get punched in the face. So I'm not doubtful about that. A lot of people won't go out there and think, what if? I know I'm going out there to get hit. So regardless, I might as well just go out there and have some fun.
Now this is an interesting fight because you're both unbeaten. You've both stopped an awful lot of men. You've both stopped an awful lot of men inside 2 rounds. Neither of you have been past 6 rounds. So on paper, it just looks like a 3 or 4 round shootout.
Yeah.
Is it as simple as that, Dave?
Yeah, it is. I think it really is just that simple. The proof is in the pudding. Like you said, you look at the statistics, and I think I'll live up to it on Saturday. None of us have gone past 6 rounds. I think I hit too hard for him to go past 6. He believes the same. Only one man's going to prevail.
Now, I know no fighter wants to lose, but you're realistic. You once told me that as long as you know you can walk out of the ring and say, I did absolutely everything I could have done. You still have that philosophy?
100%. Like I said, I used to study war. It sounds a bit absurd, but I used to study war. You know, I looked at the Napoleons, the Zeus. You know, all of these people that really went to war, and the Achilles. And listen, even the toughest men can come up short sometimes. You know, and like I said, I used to study all of these old school fighters growing up. And the fighters I studied, none of them retired undefeated. They think they're the best, and everyone thinks they're the best. Only one way to prove it is to go out there and settle it and have a dust up. You know, if I go out there on Saturday, I know I'm going to put it on the line. You know, so regardless, I'll be good.
And Dave, are you a kind of fighter that visualises it? Like you play through, get into the dressing room, what you do there, walk into the ring. Have you been doing that in your head?
Yeah, you know, I visualise everything. Even yesterday at the public workout, you know, I did the ring walk. I thought, okay, so this is what ring walk's going to be. All right. You know, so you start to visualise everything. You see how everything is, you know, you enjoy it. You enjoy it, you know. I kind of live for these moments. You know, nothing's really a surprise to me.
And there's plenty more of these moments to come.
No doubt. You know, after I get rid of this fellow on Saturday, I want to get involved with some big names in boxing. You know, I think I'm a good character for the sport. You know, sometimes you've got to take the good with the bad. I think I'm a good character with the sport. So
you've got a bit of good and bad in you.
Yeah.
Well, you've had a bit of good and bad in you.
Exactly.
Fair comment?
Exactly that. You know, I'm just a character. I think when people understand my character, then they understand me. You know, so when these big fights start happening down the line, a lot of people will be tuning in.
And you're kind of, and I know I've been promising you for 2 years we're going to do that Ladbroke Grove walk. We are going to do that walk, brother, trust me.
Yeah.
But you are a kind of, you are recognised, that is your community, isn't it?
Yeah.
In and around that part of West London, Notting Hill, Ladbroke Grove.
Yeah.
So you genuinely walk down and people do shout at you and wave.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Rocky style thing. It's genuine, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's genuine. You know, I've got it tattooed on my sleeve. You know, it's just where my heart is. You know, home is where the heart is, and born and raised in West London. It's just, you know, I wear it on my skin proudly.
You do. Finally, when it's all over, Saturday night here in Saudi, are you and Fabio going to be friends?
Doubt we'll be friends. There's no malice, like I said, nothing personal on my end. He seems like a nice guy. You know, you hear him talk, you know, and you see certain things. He doesn't seem like a bad fella, but it's nothing personal. But because we're both in the sport, you know, and after I beat him up on the weekend, I might give him a rematch in the future. You know, it depends. So I doubt we'll be friends. But in terms of shaking hands and, you know, being respectful to one another, yeah, that's no doubt. There's no problem doing that.